So we're getting closer and closer to the Royal Rumble. With that being said, tonight was the January 15th edition of Monday Night Raw. This is my official review of the show. This is a really good, pretty good overall episode of Monday Night Raw. Like I said, we're getting more progression to the Royal Rumble, hyping it up, shaping it up. It's looking to be a really good show, obviously. And we kicked the show off with the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. And before he could really get into the Royal Rumble, talking about finishing the story and all that stuff, Drew McIntyre came out. And I'm not going to go word for word what was said. I thought it was a pretty good opening segment. Drew McIntyre talked about their little history together and, talked about, his path and, him and Cody, their history together. But, he told Cody that you can't finish your story because I got to finish mine. Cody, responded obviously, and he pretty much told Drew McIntyre, like, you got to stop blaming other people. You got to start blaming yourself. And I'll say this about the promo McIntyre cut on this, and it was really similar to the one he cut on CM Punk, basically saying that Cody Rhodes is putting on a facade and it's not the real him, and like this act that he's doing, it's so boring, old, and just sick and tiring. But that was the segment, and we heard it later on in the show because CM Punk called out Cody on Twitter. He was like, well, on social media, he was like, hey, Cody, you're not talking to me. Why are you talking to McIntyre when you should be talking to me? So we're going to get a face-to-face confrontation between Cody Rhodes, CM Punk. Oh my goodness, I am excited for that one. I am not gonna lie. That's the first hour of the show. The first hour of the show just be Cody and Punk and just let them go at it. But no, that's gonna be a really good face-to-face encounter. The official first match of the night was JD McDonough and Dominic teaming up with, well, not teaming up, but taking on DIY. Before this, R-Truth was backstage. Damian Priest telling him, bro, you got to stop with this whole Judgment Day stuff. And R-Truth was making money on the merch, and he said everybody in the Judgment Day is getting a cut. So that was a pretty nice little bit there. But this is a really good tag match between the Judgment Day and DIY. DIY winning this match. Honestly, the right call. DIY picking up momentum as they continue to press their hats into the fold as the number one contenders for the tag team titles. You had a lot of tag team matches take place in the show. Indy Hartwell, Candace LeRae, Piper Niven, Chelsea Green. I thought this match was okay. Indy Hartwell, Candace LeRae got the win here. So, they're picking up some momentum, obviously, as a tag team. And I'm really liking that the women tag team division is getting a little bit more depth. This was not the only women's tag match that took place tonight. We had another match with Shayna Baszler and Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark taking on Natalia and company, and they got the win. Obviously, Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler, so they're picking up momentum as well, and that was before the main event, obviously. But Gunther came back. Gunther cut a promo talking about Ludwig Kaiser, and Xavier came out to the ring. We all knew where this was leading to. So we got Ludwig Kaiser and Xavier Woods. Pretty good match, I thought. Obviously it's good to see Xavier Woods. Ludwig Kaiser did win by DQ, and two went at it. The two went at it backstage as well. And then Jey Uso actually came off because Kaiser attacked Woods backstage. So Jey Uso and Kaiser stood face to face. So, that's going to be interesting there, obviously, a Jey Uso and not just Luke Kaiser, but even a Jey Uso and Gunther match. I know they've done a couple on the live events, so it should be good in real time. Ivar took on Akira Tozawa. Akira Tozawa actually won here, which was really surprising me, like an upset. But the match didn't last long. Ivar won. Well, no, Ivar lost, but he beat up, him and his girl beat up on poor Maxine Dupree and Akira. So pretty sad there. Rhea Ripley came out talking about how this is her division and all that stuff. And Becky came out, and this is really the first time that we've seen Becky and Rhea, like, they've had like backstage encounters, but like in this capacity, like the real first face to face confrontation. Becky was talking about, man, she's winning the Rumble. She's gonna win the Rumble, and she's gonna dethrone Rhea as the champion. So man, that match will sure be something, And the Judgment Day took on Awesome Truth. Man, the win, obviously Judgment Day. I was obviously saddening for our Truth, but JD actually, not JD, but Priest, he hit our Truth at the South of Heaven, but the commentary pointed out that Priest didn't really want to do it. Like, Balor's sick of him. JD's obviously sick of him. Dominic's sick of him. Rhea's sick of him. Damian Priest is the only one who's like, okay, like our Truth is, okay, this is gonna get tiring and all, but you gotta admit, like the bit is really funny. Like Damian Priest is just he's acknowledging like it's just funny, which it's true. It's funny. It's amazing. It's great stuff. The main event, man, Seth freaking Rollins versus Jinder Mahal for the World Heavyweight Championship. I say this is a pretty solid main event match. I think everybody kind of knew the outcome, obviously expected, but overall, this is a pretty solid main event with a crazy ending as always. And really curious to see what goes on, obviously, next week on Monday Night Raw. And yeah, I'm telling you, man, the Royal Rumble continues to heat up, and the Royal Rumble shaping up to be really good. So, yeah.